the host with the most. I do not brag or boast, and I'm coming to you guys live from coast to coast. It's your boy. I'm Chris the Don One. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, share this live stream as well as this YouTube channel with your friends, family, and followers. Let's get this YouTube channel committed in the YouTube algorithm because you guys know the YouTube algorithm know of me, but it really doesn't know me. All right. Without further ado, let's get into today's topic. Now, if you want to further support the growth and development of this channel, by the way, before we get into today's topic, you can always super chat, super sticker. You can hit the join membership button. Remember, membership has its privileges. All right. Got all that stuff out of the way. Let's get into today's topic. And today's topic, now this really blew up a couple of days ago. I wanted to talk about it on this channel. Unfortunately, I talked about the Diddy situation that went down yesterday. So we pushed this topic back for today. And for those who've been living under a rock, allow your boy to explain. LeBron James opted in to his final year of his deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. I do believe it's $52 million that he's going to be getting this upcoming season. Now, this comes on the eve of LeBron James saying some questionable things for the past couple of weeks, particularly on Mind Your Game podcast. And he talked about how, about the ring, the ring situation, people chasing titles and things of that nature. The ring isn't that important. But yet LeBron and his agent released a statement talking about how they want the Lakers to aggressively be in the buyer's market of free agency, make this team very competitive for not only LeBron James, but for Luka. Now, this also comes on the eve of the Buss family selling a majority of the stake, the majority of the ownership, of the Los Angeles Lakers franchise. Now, that is valued of $10 billion. Jeannie Buss will still be the face of ownership for the Los Angeles Lakers. But like I said in previous live streams, she's just really a face. She don't really control anything. Hey, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I appreciate you coming to the live, my brother. All right. Let's get it. Chill. All right. So Jeannie Buss is just a figurehead. She really doesn't have any power to force trades or to even make trades. It's under a new ownership. This new ownership has already talked about the future of the Los Angeles Lakers, and it's pretty much on par with the Buss family. What they said about it, you so kind, and you are kind too, my friend. So, the Los Angeles Lakers, if you want to be real kind to your brother, super chat, super sticker, it's optional, okay? But yeah, let's get back to the topic at hand. The new ownership has already discussed about Luka. They want to build around Luka. They want to have a better future with not only Luka in the picture, but for the Los Angeles Lakers. And a lot of stuff that they're going to be doing for the Los Angeles Lakers really is not going to benefit LeBron James. LeBron James, of course, has other ultimatums. He kind of want to keep playing until his other son, is fortunate enough to be in the NBA draft. If the Buss family still had controlling interest of the Los Angeles Lakers, they probably would draft his other son as well. But now, since it's under new ownership, their vision is different than LeBron James' vision. And LeBron James sees the writing on the wall. LeBron James knows that this is Luka's team now. They're going to draft talent accordingly that's going to benefit Luka. in free agency, if they do make a splash in free agency, they're going to make decisions based on the talent of Luka. Okay, I like your live, but I gotta go. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Salute. So just catch the after. Catch the after when the live is over with. You can catch it anytime of today. So LeBron sees the writing on the wall. He knows that he's not the big fish in the Los Angeles Lakers ocean, and it's now Luka. They got new ownership. They got Luka, and they're going to build accordingly around Luka. Now, the Los Angeles Lakers, they didn't really, free agency started yesterday. The Los Angeles Lakers wasn't really all that active, but can you blame them? They really don't have a lot of money to play with. Hence why LeBron James opted in to his contract. When LeBron James opted into his contract, that $52 million, they can't, play with any of that. If LeBron would have took a pay cut, the Los Angeles Lakers would have been very active in free agency. But you have to ask yourself, why would LeBron James take a pay cut for the Los Angeles Lakers when it's not going to really benefit LeBron James in the long run? Sure, they're going to get talent, but is that kind of going to fit better with LeBron, or is it going to fit better with Luka? So why would LeBron take a pay cut? Now, I feel like every man shouldn't take a pay cut. I don't care if you're a billionaire, a millionaire, a thousandaire, or you broke as a joke. No man should take a pay cut. I feel like that's bad business for you to take a pay cut. This is a multi-million-dollar business. They need to figure it out. That's why they pay these CEOs. That's why the ownership pays so much for these franchises. That's why you have people in the front office that should be smart enough to figure these things out, because it wasn't like a total surprise that LeBron James was going to have the possibility of opting in and getting $52 million. You should have had a plan B, C, D, E, F, G. All right. So it's not really, I see everybody on social media talking about, well, LeBron should have took a pay cut. He's already a billionaire. No, he shouldn't take a pay cut. That's the Los Angeles Lakers problem, not LeBron James' problem. Now, but on the other hand, LeBron James, you can't whine, complain if the Lakers see the future with Luka than yourself. If the Lakers are going to put all their effort, resources, and money to build around Luka, then you can't get upset because Luka is their future. They're their short-term and long-term future. So they're going to build and draft accordingly around Luka. Now, I believe the Los Angeles Lakers are not going to be very competitive this upcoming season, even with LeBron. You got to realize LeBron's not going to play all 82 games. He's going to rest, fake an injury, or just be injured. And he's going to miss a lot of games. Luka is sort of injury prone himself. He's going to probably miss some games too. And the franchise, the new ownership is probably looking at it as, look, this is not a very competitive team. This team really isn't built around Luka. There's little pieces that Luka can benefit from, but the talent is just not there. So why go all in on Luka to play all 82 games, mess around, he gets injured, and then when we go into the off season, and then we start drafting talent around Luka, and when we go into next year's free agency and we get free agents that's going to benefit Luka, why jeopardize all that for Luka to be injured and we won't be able to use him next season? So I feel like this is one of those rebuilding seasons for the Los Angeles Lakers. They're not going to be very competitive. They're not going to be very competitive in the East. They're definitely not going to be very competitive in the West. I feel like out of the two conferences, the East is a lot more stronger than the West. I don't think I think the Los Angeles Lakers are going to have a hard time beating the Clippers. I think they're going to have a hard time beating the Golden State Warriors, and those two teams are not really the strongest teams in the Western Conference Finals. I mean, in the Western Conference, the Oklahoma City Thunder, they're not going anywhere. The Rockets upgraded. They're not going anywhere with Kevin Durant. Those teams are not going anywhere. The Spurs, they did very well in the draft. They're not going anywhere. So those are three teams right there that the Lakers are going to have a hard time dealing with. Okay? And we're not even talking about the New York Knicks. We're not talking about the other teams out east, the Milwaukee Bucks. There's a lot of teams that have a lot more talent than the Los Angeles Lakers. So obviously, this is going to be a rebuilding season for the Los Angeles Lakers. The guy that bought the Los Angeles Lakers for $10 billion, he's not in no rush to be very competitive right now. And if you look at the current climate of the NBA, and you saw what Oklahoma City Thunder did, the Oklahoma City Thunder talent, the majority of that talent came from the draft, via the draft. And I said on my other YouTube channel, the NBA, you're going to start seeing a trend where NBA teams, they're going to value these picks a lot more than what they did in previous seasons. They're not just going to just give a handful of picks to a franchise just to get an older max player. I feel like those days are over with. The super team era is dead. Player entitlement is dead. It's very hard to, in this certain climate, to have a super team. So, yeah, I feel like the Los Angeles Lakers, this is going to be a rebuilding season. They know that they're talent-wise, they don't have the talent as of right now. They're going to build around Luka, and then we'll wait and see. Now, there have been reports out there that LeBron James he hasn't said this publicly, but his agent has pretty much talked around the subject about the possibility of LeBron James orchestrating a trade and leaving the Los Angeles Lakers. And there are some reports out there that suggest that maybe he'll go to the Dallas Mavericks. Now, the Dallas Mavericks in free agency, they got some players. I don't see the Dallas Mavericks, they got Cooper Flagg, they got Kyrie Irving, they got AD, they got Klay Thompson, and they also got some players in free agency. I think the Dallas Mavericks are built for right now. They got Jason Kidd as their head coach. I think if the Dallas Mavericks stay healthy, they could be very competitive against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think, it's not going to be an easy out, an easy scratch for the Oklahoma City Thunder. If the Dallas Mavericks stay healthy, if Kyrie Irving stay healthy, if AD stays healthy, you never know. So, yeah, so there's been reports out there that suggest that LeBron James might be entertaining a trade to the Mavericks. I don't see it, but hey, anything can happen. But there's Sham said on X that there's really not a big market for LeBron James. And it's not because LeBron James isn't any good. I think LeBron James, at the point he can really help a team out. He's very high IQ. He's still semi-athletic. He can bring something to a franchise, but the problem isn't LeBron James. The problem is his salary. $52 million. That's a huge pill to swallow And I just don't think teams are going to give up half their roster just to have LeBron James on their squad. Now, when LeBron James become a free agent next offseason, we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But that's a huge price tag for any franchise if they want to trade for LeBron James. I think LeBron is stuck like Chuck in Cleveland. He's going to play his last year in Cleveland. He's going to play his last year with the Los Angeles Lakers, and they're going to portray it as, the last season. And when this up and coming season is over with, he'll probably kick the tires around about possibility just retiring from the league. I highly doubt it. I feel like LeBron James got maybe a year, maybe 2 more years tread on that tire to play again. All right. So yeah, that's all I got. Now I got one more thing to tell you guys. I want to do a live stream where y'all ask me questions. All right. So I'm going to post a YouTube short sometime today. And I want you guys to comment on this YouTube short and just ask me random questions. All right. Now, the questions can't be spicy. All right. So it's gonna be hard because you're dealing with YouTube and all. But if you got questions that you want to ask me, feel free. I will answer them on the next live tomorrow. So if you guys want to ask me something, it'll be the same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow around this time. Like I said, I'm gonna post a video and I'm gonna tell you guys, hey, comment in this YouTube short what you want to ask me for tomorrow's live. All right. But other than that, it's your boy, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast, and I'm coming to you guys live from coast to coast with the hands warming up like Birdman. I'm up out of here. Deuces, y'all. Yo, Jay-Z, what up? What's up? I'm the Jigger Man. Jigger Izza. I'm the Rilla. Cold rocking. I'm still chiller. I gotta go, man. I gotta go. I don't know what the hell I just did right there. I have no idea. All right, deuces, y'all. Deuces.